I cannot imagine having someone in a position like mayor with that much power and not being scrutinized, and not being studied, and not being followed.
I'm reminded when we talk about that market failure, because the advertising dollars from the car dealership that used to fund the paper that everyone received and was reading are no longer there, because those advertisements are showing up in people's social media feed, which is filled with lots of opinions but not so many shared facts. Then it's not going to be made up with subscriptions and paywalls. Very wise person told me the other day as we were sitting that
Who is this one?
that JTA cannot survive off bus fare. And in the same way, our local media environment cannot survive off of subscriptions, cannot survive off of paywalls, and no longer can survive off of the advertising that sustained it for so long.
How does the charitable sector fill the gap? And I think if we sell it as a new way of being, not trying to recover what was, it might be received better, because people are looking at it like, if this model worked before, why don't we just get back to what was working? But when we go back, we'll figure out that it was never working in that way. And so we're asking philanthropy to come in and be innovative, and then maybe scale it, and then maybe sell it. And I think if we can start saying, what does success look like in 5 or 10 or 20 years? That way philanthropists who are, they're choosing between right and right.
That's right.
Do I fund education? Do I fund poverty? Do I fund housing insecurity or economic mobility? I fund workforce development. Like, there's so many options, right? And so there's so many options to step in. It's like, okay, and then you can also fund journalism. How does that become a silver bullet of some way? How do you sell that as a way of addressing multiple problems? And I think that has to be the sell. That's a transformation sell, not a reconciliation going back to what was.
This is where I stand today on this issue. As hard as it is for me to say this, I cannot imagine having someone in a position like mayor with that much power and not being scrutinized, and not being studied, and not being followed. Every move that's possible. I didn't enjoy it. I resented it at the time. I had a lot of anger about it. But the reality is the decisions that are being made in that office in a strong mayor form of government, and there is extraordinary power. Everyone in the government works for the mayor in Jacksonville, which is a good thing, I think. We can move mountains without a lot of bureaucracy. But it's extraordinary power. And so I was held in check. I was held in check, knowing that everything I was doing was being watched. And I'd like to believe that I was always trying to do the right thing, but crazy things happen when you get a lot of power.
How do we make sure that that stays secured for people as a public good? And with the complications, not impossibilities, but complications of government funding going to journalism, I do think that this is an area where philanthropy can step up and step in with the limited dollars that are there to say, as you quoted from Alberto at night, that whatever the first thing is you care about, if you care about children's issues, if you care about animals, if you care about the environment, if you care about your street being repaved, the second thing that you should care about is local journalism, because that's how people get informed, that's how people get activated, and that's how people can organize for changes in their communities.